That was weird.
It's great to have you with us.
From Memphis, Tennessee.
Get your VCRs ready. Get your VCRs ready.
Make it squeal like a pig, Johnny, squeal like a pig.
Big John Daly.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, wherever it is applicable to you. It's good to have you here. Welcome to the Preferred Lies podcast. We're the home of good golf, even better chat. My name's Reese. I'm your host, and joining me on the podcast tonight, we've got the OGs are back, the originators. To my right, Ushy from season one's back.
Yeah,
It's good to have you, mate.
thanks for having me. It's
Oh,
good to be
no
here.
worries. It's good. You've been playing a bit. You've been out there. You've been crushing it.
Been doing a bit, yeah.
Yeah, you loving it.
Had a big couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah, I like that for you. And to my immediate opposite, Missy Dunbar.
How you going, mate?
Mate, I'm doing a lot better than you by the sounds. You've been a bit under the weather.
Yeah, been a bit crook over the weekend, so just coming out the other side now. Still a bit croaky and
The hantavirus, whatever it was, the cruise ship one.
The rats.
probably,
Yeah,
probably we do have a mouse, so maybe
You do have a mouse.
not a pet, but not a pet. one.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, it made a fair nest in the bottom of one of our cupboards. Just discovered.
Is the Hanto a rat-based virus, is it?
Yeah.
Fucking cruise ship rats.
Yum.
Yuck. And Kingman's here too. How are you, mate?
Hey, I'm good, and I am here. Thanks very much. How you going, mate? What's
Yeah,
going on?
look,
Talk to us.
just not much. Just cruising my way through the week. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. It's kind of snuck up on me a little bit there. I was contemplating just going to bed early tonight after our little round today we had, and thought, you know what, the boys can handle it without me, but I've got all the stuff, so I had to come. It's great. It's good. It's great. It's grand. It's good. What's been happening in your boys' lives? Is there anything out there? You've always been playing a bit of golf. You had a bit of a round today, King Man.
I did. Went too deep today in the wind. Something about the wind just makes me think a little bit more. So lucky to have a couple of putts drop and unlucky to have a couple not drop. But yeah, struck it pretty well. We all got out together on Friday too, actually. So we had the OG PLP squad out there for the Rotary Golf Day, 2-man Ambrose. Some pretty good golf played out there.
Hell of fun.
Some pretty shit golf played too, but there was some good golf in there as well.
Mixed in. Yeah.
And good value. Like we had a fat time
a great day.
between the four of us. Yeah, it was a really good day out.
A few cans. It was good.
There's a couple of cans.
Yeah.
Dished around.
Well, Mitty, you've been pretty under the weather, as we said before. You haven't really been playing much other than that Rotary Day, have you?
No, I didn't. I played. Would have been Tuesday week before with Riley. He come up. No, it was actually the Tuesday before. Actually,
Yeah. Tuesday last week.
Yeah, it was Tuesday last week, and then he come back up for a fitting with Crooksy on Thursday and got fit into a mini driver. So
Oh, Crookshank.
that's going to be his new fairway wood. He's going the mini driver quantum.
Mini driver.
Yeah. So,
Yowza.
but yeah, no, I have been out there the last couple of weeks, last couple of sporters days. Still trying to knock some of the rust off.
Bit of WD-40, mate. You'll be right. Just fucking
Need
rip in.
something.
Acid bath.
I was going to say, I think I need like some brake cleaner or something.
Brake cleaner.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
pretty rusty.
Pretty serious.
Yeah.
What about you, Mikey? What's been happening? You've been out there fucking making golf extra hard by running.
I got carried at the Rotary Day by Mitty Dunbar.
Not
Was in-
literally.
Well, he probably should have carried me on his shoulders. So that was the first round of golf in a long time. But yeah, been playing a bit of speed golf after the last triathlon. So been watching a mate of Kingy and ours, Benny Taylor, down in Melbourne. He's been playing a fair bit. Just came back from the New Zealand Open, so gave him a call and asked him a few questions and went out the next day.
Hit the ground running.
We don't have one for that.
That's a good shot. There we go.
Thank you.
I did have that one in there. Yeah, right. So you just wanted to make golf harder. Just thought, you know what? You know how I can really fucking ruin my day? I'll run after this ball that I've just fucking...
Yeah, part of that. And I think also I've been missing playing, and it was a way to sort of combine the two, get some of my run sessions done, but have a swing at the same time. And
Yeah, right.
yeah.
So what do you
it's
just
been
say to them? Just say to the miss, I'm just going for a run, and then just
good. Nah, she knows. But I've been
sneaking down to the golf course.
Thursday was my first full 18 holes, and I
How'd you
got
go?
it done in 52 minutes.
Bloody hell, that's shifting.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
shot 10. I think it was 10 over.
Was
Ben-
that
Yeah.
Sunday, you said?
Sunday, sorry,
Yeah,
Sunday
yeah,
morning. Yeah.
yeah.
Thursdays have been the 9 hole
in
runs.
front of Pennants.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Imagine how much quicker you'd be in a cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have done
Tell you what, there's some
45.
annoying little members out there that just decide to jump on holes wherever they want of the morning.
Is there?
Yeah.
Name and shame.
Uh,
Right.
Silver Surfer
Silver
was
Surfer.
on. He was out there.
Was
yeah,
he?
yeah. Yeah, I was heading down one as he was scooting behind me, and next thing I know, he showed up on tee of 2 when I got there.
Yeah, you should have
In
called the
front of me.
Fantastic Four. They would have sorted
Yeah.
it out.
And there was a few others on the back 9 that just sort of slotted in all over the place.
Flame on.
Wankers. Yeah, I hate that.
Anyway,
not
It's
a
been good.
big
It's been
fan.
fun. Bit of a challenge for the next month. See how many cards I can put in.
Yeah, right. I like that for you. Boys, not a lot in the way of golf news this week. It's all been sort of centered around the major and retailers selling out of right-handed gloves as a result of a certain bloke's win that we're going to talk about in a minute. But no one's really got any golf news we want to discuss before we jump into the front nine. Nothing sort of pops up.
Live Golf is moving all of their stuff into the US, so it looks like it's going to be easier for them to file bankruptcy at the end of the year.
Oh, no.
So it's not looking good for the Live Golf lovers. So, Yeah.
Sim will be crushed.
yeah.
Damn. You hate to see it. Well, we might jump into the front nine side of things. It's brought to you proudly by our sponsors at Build Right Innovations. Give Jack and the team a call for all your building needs, your reno needs. You want a shed, they'll do it. Give Jack a ring. He loves having a yarn on the phone. I've put his number in the show notes to this episode. Make sure you tell him we sent you because he really appreciates that. Now, review time. We had the PGA Championship, the second major of the year, and Aaron Rai separated himself from the field and emerged victorious as a 2026 champion. Rai, who hasn't won on the PGA Tour since 2024 at the Wyndham, put on a clinic on Sunday and he sealed his come-from-behind win, and this one was his first major. What do we make of Two Gloves Rai? He kind of came good down the stretch there and iced out the rest of the guys there. Might go to you first on this one, Mitty. What were your thoughts? You were watching this one from your hospital bed pretty closely.
Yeah. He was very impressive. Zach and I were chatting via Messenger, just saying he's just not going to make any mistake. Like, just didn't look like he was going to make any
No, he
mistakes.
Didn't look like it, did he?
And, like, you've got Rahm, McIlroy, Smithy even, blasting drivers absolutely everywhere, hitting it into the rough, not then being able to attack pins. Where you've got Rai, who is one of the shortest hitters on tour. I think he's like in the bottom 10 on tour for distance off the tee.
Above Blocky.
Probably. Probably. But just hitting 3 woods off the tees, making sure he's hitting the fairway and then hitting 5 and 4 irons into greens and just giving himself easy looks. Whereas you got, like your Rorys who didn't have his best stuff on the 4th day, but especially Rahm. Like, I think this was one that Rahm could have kind of taken. This was probably one that got away from Rahm a little bit. And even Smithy, like Smithy only hit 2 fairways on that last day or something like that and still shot 5 under. 4 under. So,
He hit 4 fairways.
not 4.
But he hit like 14 for the whole week,
Yeah.
for all 4 rounds. 14 or 17. It was something ridiculously low.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But he was magic up and down.
Yeah,
he was putting.
unbelievable.
He was rolling the rock.
Yeah,
Smithy.
he had his swag back. But, like, just on Rai, he holed that 68-footer on 17, I think it was. And then
The big one, yeah.
he didn't birdie 18, did he? No, but he hit it to like 12 feet. Like, just flagged it from the middle of the fairway. So,
He left it on the lip, I think. Yeah.
so like, it there was just no chance that my issue with the event was that there was no real trouble. Like, even if you missed it real bad, the worst score you were going to make was a bogey. So, like, even if Rai just blocked one or smoofed one into the left rough or something like that, schmoofed, he could have just as easily just pitched out, up onto the green, 2-putt bogey at worst. Like, there was no real big numbers. Like, there was just for anyone. Like, not just him, but for anyone. So, I think at a major championship, you need to have that little bit more. I think there needs to be a little bit more width between, like, your good scores and your bad scores, whereas everyone was that's why everything was so condensed and so tight between everyone. It's just because the worst score you were going to make was bogey.
I think the setup, like the green complexes and the setup was kind of the defence of the course.
Yeah.
And especially on that last day, there weren't a lot of pins that people could go at.
No, they
Even
were
if
very
they were in the
tucked.
middle of the fairway, tucked. And to go at it, maybe on day 3, there were a couple that went at pins and ended up out the back in the bunt. Otherwise, they were just middle of the green, 2-putt, pretty much guaranteed 2-putt. So it almost turned it into a lucky putting competition
a
on that
putting
on that fourth round.
Because, you look at, like, they were showing a heap of Rory because he was still in it until the 16th or 15th, 16, the par 5, when he hit that one into the bunker. But, like, schmoofed it. The entire back 9, he didn't have a putt that was under 30 feet. Like, it was just a lot of hitting to the middle of the greens. And if you jag one, you're getting lucky kind of thing. And Rye got lucky on a couple of those ones and rolled a couple of those good putts in, like that 68-footer, which was the longest part of the week for anyone. So
Great time to make it too.
absolutely, 100%. So you can't take anything away from Aaron Rye, but it did come down to a bit of a putting comp. And
He was a bit like he was taking less than driver on a lot of holes as well to make sure he was in the fairway. So there was some level of tactic to it. It's not like he was just miles behind him because he was hitting driver. Like he was, all right, it does get narrow up there. You've seen 3 blokes ahead of him pump it into the rough and then have to go at the middle of the green. He'd take 3 wood. Sure, he'd have a longer iron in, but hitting a 6 iron off the middle of the fairway compared to an 8 iron out of the rough, you get a bit more control and a little bit more accuracy as well. So, I don't think it didn't come down to just luck by any means.
No, 100%.
He went by routine, but
He had a game plan.
Even by the 15th hole, it was like, well, he's not going to fuck it up from here. Like he just had that feeling that he wasn't going to bogey, whereas everyone else, like they've got a bogey in them. But by then, he was just like, oh no, he's in the middle of the fairway. He's going to, there's no way he's not going to par that.
like on that 15th hole, for instance, it's a 550-yard par 4, and then you turn around and play the par 5 and it's 8 yards shorter or something like that. He hit 3 wood off the tee on the 15th and then had like a 4-iron in, but hit it to the front edge and it's only like a 25-foot putt. Whereas Rory's like nuked one down there, 330 yards, and it's got 9-iron in, and he's got a 65-footer. And then it's like, well, one of these guys is more likely to make a bogey, and it's not Rye.
Yeah, it's a fair chat.
So,
What did you make it 2 gloves, Rye, mate?
Yeah, I only caught probably the first 10 holes or so in clinic before I had to shoot off into a different room. So I flicked it on with JT five deep, going, oh please God no! Like,
Clubhouse leader.
he's not backdooring, and like this is not happening today. And then progressively saw Rahm come up and Raws and Cammy Smith. He was unlucky coming home. He had a few putts that had they dropped. I think he sniffs it. Just left a few on the lips or burn a few edges that I think if they'd dropped.
Yeah, I think there were 3 in his
day.
last 5 that he had good birdie looks at that either burnt the edge or.
I just wanted him to do a bit better. Like that was sort of the next point I had on here is that Smithy sort of caught fire. He showed some signs of life there, especially on that last day. He just looked like the old Smithy was back. Like that short game was unbelievable, and like you said, he's putting, which that's probably how he won the British, was just that fucking putting effort was unreal. And just to come up, there's a few that would just miss here, just miss there, and if those go down, it's like you boys saying before, it was a bit of a putting contest, and I think he just got unlucky there.
But a big left
it was
miss
good
on
to
that
see him
driver
back.
still too. There was a couple of holes.
that's always been his miss.
Oof.
But I sent Brenton a message. I was like, I wonder how Fieldy's feeling, who's his old coach, seeing Cam do what he's doing. And Brenton said he just looks less, like it just looks like there's a lot less going on. And that's what he's come out and said.
Yep.
But in saying that, he still gets real long at the top and across, and then all of a sudden it's just that big reroute, and you're either going to slot it like he did on that par 5, which he got really unlucky to go into the rough because he absolutely just pimped that thing like down the middle, and with the camber of the fairway it just rolled off. But like it looks as though he's got that confidence where he's not just trying to steer it down there. It just looks like he's swinging that bit freer. But like you said, he's got that left
that
miss where it's
17?
like
Big left miss on 17. I was like, oh, maybe that's so bad it will be okay.
same as 15,
Yeah.
where he made that unbelievable par after hitting it into the fescue and then getting it up by the green. But very impressive.
Yeah, it was cool to see.
Hopefully he can continue to do things in the last couple of majors for the year, which I think it might suit him, especially going to Shinnecock, which is going to be firm and fast. And as soon as this golf tournament got that little bit firmer and faster, he started to come to life. And obviously the British Open is going to be very similar again. So he's won one. So who knows?
1 or 2.
Who knows?
I like it. What other highlights did you boys have from this one? Anything catch your eye?
Bin Woo played well. Played solid for 3
Yeah, he
out
was
of
up there for a bit, wasn't he?
3 out of the 4 days. I think his third round he didn't
Wasn't great.
play awesome. But he's fit. I don't know what day that was, where he had the tracksuit or
That was day one,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
the Coke dealer fit.
It did look very much like that, but it looked pretty cool, I thought.
It was like the spray jacket you get for making like the rep teams in like grade 7, you know, like the full fucking. It was cool. I didn't mind it.
Yeah,
it was
cool.
it was Melbourne, wasn't it?
Nah, Lululemon.
Oh,
He's
Lululemon.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
over to Lululemon,
Lululemon.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it looked unreal. That's it. That's not a bad shout from you, Mitty. I like that. What about you, Mike? Any other highlights?
No,
Anything stand out?
No, not really. Just enjoyed watching a bit of golf actually over the weekend.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a good one to watch. Like,
Enjoyed a tight leaderboard actually, like that. Actually, bring down to the final round, not with a standout.
And I like
Coming home.
having like a lot of not no names, but a lot of like B grade names
like Blocky.
up and around there. No, actually like contending, but then seeing the mainstays in there as well. You go, oh, there's Rory, there's Rahm, there's Smithy, there's
Oh, he's right. Yeah.
yeah, and then Rye comes through. But JT, it was good to see a bunch of stars mixed in. Like it wasn't just a big separation, as you said. It was quite a condensed leaderboard, especially after the cut. I think the highlight was Bryson missing another cut. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, down on what do the commentators say? He's there's a YouTuber down on the range filming some content or something, or like just like real sneaky little sledge. I kind of like that. That was good.
Blocky missed the cut as well, which I think
Bugger.
that'd be
Shame.
a highlight
Disappointing.
by one. But he reckons he's not done. He's going to come back again next year.
For at least 1, if not 5, is what his quote was.
Really?
He said, I'm definitely not done. I've at least got another one in me, if not 5.
Yeah, wow. I would have really liked to see on the coverage. It's probably been a really good example, like to have like the green grid. You know how they have it, like just so you can see a bit more of those undulations, and you can see how ridiculous some of those pins were. I think, especially at a course like, is it a Romanik? Like just seeing, like Scotty Scheffler saying like few of those pins like right on the edge of like a spine or something, and like I don't think the coverage did it that much justice. Like you could see they were struggling, but it would have been cool to have like the grid lines there, like, oh shit, that's going like 2 ways. Like you have to hit it past there, or you have to do this. And maybe you don't have it on there all the time, but maybe just on a few, or maybe even just a whole, like, show the green grid and just show
Well,
some
they've
of the
got that
undulations
heat
in
map
there.
every now and then. They do show. I didn't see it over at Aronimink at all, but
No, it just
they
would-
do
would
have
been
it with
cool
like
to
the
see, yeah.
arrows that flow here
Yeah,
and
yeah,
there. But
yeah, similar to that, but yeah, just like the whole grid setup. I think they're missing a trick there. I think it'd add to the coverage. Any lowlights from you boys? Was there anything that sort of stood out as a bit stanky? Anything that might get a run a bit later in the Stemmer and Bonnie Hunters that you saw from this one?
Adam Scott missing the cut was a bit sad.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
There was a lot of big names who missed, like Tommy, he missed. Not that Maxi Homer's a big name now, but he missed by quite a lot as well. But yeah, there was quite a few big dogs who just didn't do much as for the week that were tipped to, like Bryson, for instance. Like,
Yeah. I saw Speedy was up there for a little bit and then just sort of
Early.
faltered, wasn't he? Yeah, he was up
Early he was
early
up.
and then just did speed things.
Till it firmed up, I think.
Yeah.
He was throwing some darts on day one when it was, stick and rip.
Yep.
He did play some pretty sexy looking shots though. They
That
did
one on
highlight
the,
one or two that just got over the bunker there.
that wedge where he kind of like pitched it into the slope and it kicked up and then over the other side.
That was cool.
That was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Big fans. How did the Shaw thing go? Are we in?
Not too bad. We got
5 weeks in a row.
We are indeed. So we won the round 1 3-ball, which was Smithy over Harmon and the Blow Pig, Wyndham Clark at $3.10. Our top Aussie, I had actually had Adam Scott in there, and obviously Smithy ended up in his T7 position, so he got the dub for that one. The top 20 once again, we missed one leg by one shot. Cammy Young was one shot out of the top 20 with a T26. We had Rory at a T7, Sheff at a T14, and Ludwig Eberg at T4. So unfortunately, missed that one by the skin of our teeth, but we will hit we haven't hit a top 20 for a little while, and we've missed four in a row by one shot, I think. At least 3 in a row by one shot in one leg. So
Pretty goddamn decent.
yeah, hold your hats, because we might be able to jag one this week around. But yeah, we kept the run going. Lucky we had 3 bets this week. So yeah, my 3rd bet got up. It's good.
Like that from you. And if you jumped on Sure Thing, Yo Kingy beer next time you see him. So make sure you give him one. Any other reviews, fellas? I think this is pretty much the only big sort of golfing event that was on that any of us sort of paid attention to. There wasn't too much else out there. Beautiful.
Not that I saw, no.
Right, we might move on and talk about some preview stuff now. We're at the CJ Cup, the Byron Nelson. And I'm going to throw over to Mitty, who's going to run us through the course and just a bit of info on where we are and what we're doing here. Over to you, mate.
So we've got the CJ Cup Byron Nelson. Is that what it?
Yeah, it's really hard to say. I thought it was the Byron Nelson, but CJ Cup Byron Nelson, that's what it's listed as online.
Cool. So we've got Scotty Scheffler, who's the defending champion. So he set the tournament record, 72 scoring record of 31 under par last year. So from that, TPC Craig Ranch is where they're playing. So they invested $22 million last year to redesign the golf course for this year. So it was undertaken by Lanny Wadkins.
Shot, Lenny.
So, the entire goal was just to make the course a bit less of a birdie fest. So the key renovation changes were smaller, more contoured greens, repositioned and rebuilt bunkers. They've got new 777 bent grass greens. 777. So they got Stadium Georgia fairways and Tiff Tough Bermuda rough. And some greens and fairways were shifted closer to Rowlett Creek. So this creek kind of runs through the middle of the golf course, and shifted so that more of the holes it comes into play a little bit more.
Play. Yeah, cool.
So they've also put in a few new tee boxes and altered landing zones. So the course setup for this week, it's a par 71, 7,385 yards. They're saying it's wide fairways, bent grass greens, and water in play on many holes, but not overly penal off the tee.
Overly what?
Penal.
Interesting. I'm not overly penal either.
So if we're looking at the best
Just mid-range.
statistical fits, it fits strokes gained approach, birdie or better percentage, par 5 scoring, driving distance, and long iron proximity, 200 plus yards. So for me, this sounds like it's going to be another Scotty show, and he's just going to win it running away. So if I was a betting man, I'd be putting some money on Scotty, especially after his showing last week. He'd be stinging a bit.
Stay tuned.
So, stay tuned for the Sure Thing with Adam King a little bit later. But that's kind of the overview for this week's event.
Who else is playing, Archie?
Scotty. It's bad. It's not great.
BK, he's playing.
Yeah.
Brooksy.
Yeah, so you've got Scotty, and then everyone else is sort of outside the top 25 in the OWGR. So Scotty's in there. Brooks is a special mention. The Blow Pig. Siwoo Kim. Siwoo's Lee Tong Hoi Tong Lee is in there. So hopefully he gets a win for Siwoo's stables. And then that's kind of it. We got Cammy Davis and Koala Carl as the Aussies. So
What are you baking there?
space in there
Space
as
as
well.
well,
Yeah.
What were you baking there? I see.
Baking everything.
Yeah, you swiped too far.
So it's going to be an interesting one. It's not going to be a great watch, I don't think. It might be a big ego boost for Scotty if he doesn't win. It might hurt him a bit more than wasn't a major. I would have thought.
Be cool to see Brooksy do something, I think, off a really bad putting week last week.
Yeah, what was the stat you gave us? He was dead last in putting, but he was up there in pretty much everything else.
He was way up there in basically every other statistic. Um,
Did your eyes roll back in your head then?
a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Fucking clip that up. You look like the devil just took over.
Undertaker.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Exorcism time. Yeah. I saw the lights.
But yeah, he was.
What are you sitting on?
dead last in putting last week. So
right.
if he can get that
VFL.
putter sorted, who knows? We might see that win come earlier than we expected.
I hate when things come earlier than expected. Kingy, sure thing with Adam King. Do you want to tell us who's going to win by how many and why?
So Chef is the betting favourite, as you mentioned earlier. He's paying $2.88. So according to Simwu, we're not allowed to bet on him unless they're paying over $10. Apparently that's the way betting works. Siwoo paying 15. He's the second in line. Spaeth at 17.
Ooh.
Brooks Koepka, he's paying $23. And then Davis Thompson, whoever that guy is fifth in line, paying $34.
You got two last names, that bloke.
He does. Davis and Thompson. Yeah, he does too. Does that mean you can trust him more because it's not two first names?
He's very honourable, yeah.
Like King Usher. Or, yeah. We do have two bets though. We are at the sure thing with Adam King. We are at the CJ Cup Byron Nelson, not the Brian Nelson. Two bets. We've got a 72-hole match bet of Brooks Koepka over Jordan Spieth,
Oh,
paying $2.10.
no, you'll let a bet on that.
Double your money, double your fun. We do have a top 20 multi, 3-legger. I've got Chef. He was probably paying $1.08 to get a top 20, but who cares? I've got Siwoo Kim and Brooks Koepka, who's had 5 top 20s in his previous 6 starts because he wasn't real good at the most recent one. Paying $3.77. Managed a sneaky little power play up to $3.93. For those 3 top 20s, pretty decent value, I thought.
Yeah, quad money.
Almost.
Scotty at 288 seems high.
To win it.
For a win.
Yeah, high as giraffe pussy. I have to edit that out.
It's going on YouTube.
Yeah.
Shit.
That might have to be the episode name.
So that are pterodactyl titties. It's like, which one? Which one do we go with? And that one came out. I don't mind 288 for Scotty for a win. Like, there's a lot of
It just seems low. Like, it just seems like,
mules.
yeah.
There's
I wasn't expecting it down
150 odd
to that.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a full field event. So, like, there's 146 or something, whatever it is.
The only reason he'd be playing is because it's in Texas.
It's home ground. Isn't it?
Home ground.
And
kind of
he reigning champion as well. So
correct, yeah.
He's choosing Texas, I can tell. I did my
Bella
best
fella.
on that. Yeah, how good. That was pretty good, boys. Do we have any other any events we want to preview? Is there anything else going on in the golf world other than this one?
I didn't even look,
Yeah,
to
I
tell you the truth.
had a quick scan. There wasn't anything of anything remarkably notable, to be honest. There was a few little other things, but
Old boys will be playing the champions.
champions. How good are the champions? We love those. I'll tell you what's good today. Just a sidebar. Fucking hamburgers. Cheeseburgers at the turn. Big shout out to TGC Chef. Absolutely delicious.
Greg?
Greg the Leg absolutely came in clutch today with those. That sort of breathed life back in. It was really good. So, righto, boys, that'll bring us to the end of the front nine side of things. But if you'd like to hang around, we've got some Rowies Rugby League on the back nine coming up. A little bit of Steamer and Bounty Hunter of the week. Bit of a May medal update, especially after today. There's been a bit of movement on the board there, and also chat some Algo and Carl from Club Carl had a bit of a chat that we'll run by as well. But stay right with us, and we'll get to that right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the Preferred Lows podcast. You've joined us at halfway, which is the turn. And like we said before, go grab yourself a cheeseburger from the Ridge. Absolutely sensational. This turn proudly brought to you by our mates at Crush Organics. Don't forget to use our code PLP and you'll get 40% off your order, which is a really good deal. Me and Kingy indulged in a gummy today. Fremos come over and hey, have a look at what I found. And we had a little gummy. It was great today. Just vibed out a little.
I put my order in on Sunday and they showed up today. 2 days later, 3 days later.
That's good getting.
So good.
Yeah. I'm due for some more, I
40%
think,
off too.
yeah.
Unreal.
You'd be silly not to use code PLP. Helps us, helps them, and it'll help you go 2 under just like Kingy did today. So jump on board and get in. Slight disclaimer: it may not help you go 2 under. Now back 9 time. It's time for everyone's favourite segment. This has been going gangbusters.
Rugby, rugby, rugby league. Rugby, rugby, rugby league. Rugby, rugby, rugby league. Rugby league.
Rowies Rugby League, proudly brought to you by me. Now, tipping. Tipping was a bit interesting this week, fellas. There's a few little upsets, little things that happened there. And Goldsby Raider is still streaking away out on 61 points. He's ahead of Lachlan H, who's on 58.
How many did they get?
In Goldsby got 5. Lockie got 6.
Yeah, okay, so caught him up one.
Caught him up 1, so there's some damage being done there. The Irk also with 6 in. There's a 1, 2, 3 way tie for 3rd place at the moment. The Irk, Carlos, and myself. The Irk with 6. Carlos got 7. Me with 6. Frozzy had another 7. So Frozzy's doing some good things in 6th, but technically 4th after ties. Clifton Butch was up there. He got 5. NBA Sports Fan was 7. Any other notable 7s? Dice Putty and the Ushman got 7 too.
Thought I did all right this week.
Yeah, doing some good things there. We go down a little bit, not too far, but just a little bit. Kingman with 5 this week. You're getting closer. You're 47 points, just out of the top 16. Could be worse. Could be Mitchell. He's down in 26th place on 45, ahead of Rowie and poor old Dan on 24. I think Dan. Has anyone done a welfare check on Dan? Is he still with us?
Who is Dan?
Sweet Dan.
He might-
Marsh up in 15th, by the way. Like,
I think his neighbours can smell something coming, but come on. Yeah, there's no neighbour. Right?
yeah, if anyone knows Dan, can you give us a welfare check and just just let me know how you're going. Really like to know. I'm liking all the nicknames in here. Like we've got some good ones. Then we've just got Mick Johnson on 54. He's crept up into the top 10. Harry Potspoke is another great name. Not sure if it's his real name, but George Perry has just used his full government name. Interesting, George. Interesting. Keldog. He's jumped up a few spots as well. So there's a bit of movement on the ladder. A big well done to everyone who had 7 this week. 'Cause it was a pretty tricky little round. It's going to be pretty tricky tipping this week too, with a lot of Origin reps out. Like the Storm game's interesting. Who are you boys got? I've just
Bulldogs.
literally just let my the doggies. The doggies actually, I think they're favourites now because no Grant, no Munster. It's going to be good. So yeah, if you get a few right this week,
We got no Crichton or any other talent either. Oh, we got Lockie Galvin though, so he might drop the ball over the try line again.
and his pants too.
Oh my god!
He got his pants pulled down and he didn't even score. I feel your pain, man. Don't worry.
You got 4 points this week, though.
You had the bye, didn't you?
Raiders. Yeah, it was great. It was actually really nice to watch Magic Round and not have any anger hangovers or anticipation of impending doom. So it was really good. I think Raiders got Dolphins this week, so could be messy. Who knows? But yeah, some interesting tips there. I tell you what did happen. We were in the Supercoach Cup side of things. The designated drinkers reign of terror is over. The Kingman comes from the clouds, defeats fucking pumped him too in the end, and that's his first loss of the season.
Never a doubt, really.
Just crept up.
I think
on
they
him.
projected I was losing by 300 to start with, but I made some nice little trades. I put the right people in the right places, and the guys did the things with the footballs.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. That's very eloquently summed up.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's pretty much how it went down.
I like that. I think Carl got me by maybe 40 or 50 points. So it was a little grudge match. We were tied, me and Carlos, for a bit there. I was projected to win. Then after a few games, he was projected to win. And congrats to Carl who got the win. How did you boys go in your super coaches?
Yeah, I got pain in my hasses. I got over the top of him
yeah.
by about 100, I think.
It's close though.
Yeah, I've had a couple wins in a row now.
Straight
Nice.
over the house, mate. You don't mind a bit of that, do you?
Yeah, it's good.
I like that from you. Well, what about you, Mitty? How
I
did
think
you
I
go?
got a win. I don't know who I got up over, but I'm pretty sure I got a win.
I'm pretty sure you were checking. You were updating the fucking app every 3 seconds. Like, oh, I've got this.
Well, because it was going to be tight and I was going to go down, but I'm pretty sure I got up. Can't remember who.
Are we still talking about Supercups?
Yes.
That was 3 in a row. That was good. I like that from you. Unfortunately, for all the Zach haters out there, he's still in the lead on 20 league points, killing it, still out in front. Gemini picked my team, and Cambino's Albinos also on 18. Westbrook Wizards are up there. G Train's moved up now. He's into the top 5.
Is that George Perry?
George Perry, yeah, George Reginald Perry. He's moved up. He's doing good things. Just behind him in 6 is King's Killers with an absolute ball terror to knock off Zachy Boy. It's my year. Liam also tied with the Kingman. Club Carl moves up a spot after his crushing defeat over me. I've gone back down into 10th spot, so dropped a few, but looking to rebound. Moisty's Mob. Same as me. Simu's up there. He's not doing great, Simu. He needs to lift here, I think. I think we need some signs of life out of Simu. Big Jockey Will, he's had a bit of a whoopsie. He slipped down to 19th, just ahead of Fasties Flyers in dead last. So I'd like to see a bit of a lift out of the Chocky Wilk and Fasties Flyers this week.
Simwu and Fasty were going head to head, weren't they?
They were. Simu's jumped a little. He's gone to 5 and 6. So yeah, actually, no, I take that back. Simu has shown a bit. He's done a Shannon Knoll. He's had a bit of a lift. So well done. My apologies to you, Mr. Simu. Any trades this week you'd like to share with the listeners? Anything you think we should be doing to sort of boost productivity around, especially given it's a split round heading into Origin?
I think I'm just going to cob it this week.
I think, yeah, we just realised in the middle of
boys.
this recording that we're not actually playing any head-to-heads. So your scores will still count against the sports bet one, I think.
Yeah, overall
The
lead.
overall
Overall
Supercoach
Supercoach
kind of thing,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Build up, but not in the not in
Yeah,
the
didn't realise
head-to-heads.
we had boss.
Yeah, I-
Traded out like 3 guns this week.
Yeah, I did 3 big trades as well, and I still had 5 on the that are going to DNS.
Just a side note, can we make a PLP trip to Magic Round next year?
It'll be fun.
I saw a lot of content around it. Looked good. What also looked good, big fan of the Sharks and the Titans going their throwback jerseys for Magic Round.
Bit of retro Chargers action.
Oh, that was sick. But even the old school Sharks one, real David Peachy areas around that one.
Had
I
the
thought that
big
was
thick
cool.
white collar, didn't it?
Yeah. I think you should have to wear like a fun jersey for Magic Round. Or like a throwback or something. I think you should try and like that Titans one. Fuck, that was cool. Like big fan of the teal and the purple.
So was
and grey.
Rowie.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rowie was all over it.
Rowie frothed it. Yeah, he did. He
was
did
going
make a special note.
Yeah, straight down to Rebel Sport, I think, to try and get his hands on one.
He couldn't believe how cheap it was at $170.
Via the brass shop. He had to stop off there. But that's pretty much it for the rugby league side of things this week, boys. I'm looking forward to Origin next week. We're doing a quick little preview on that next week. We might be on site. Who knows? We might be at Simwo's place. And if you're looking for something for Origin, we saw today something pretty cool. The Ridge, the golf club, is doing a takeaway deal. You can get 2 pizzas and a kilogram of wings for $50.
Jesus.
And the pizzas there are pretty good, I'm led to believe.
They are very good pizzas.
I've never had one personally, but I've heard they're very good. And the wings, I mean, who doesn't love a kilogram of wings? Like, that's fucking A grade,
Gotta get
right?
your orders in.
Yeah. Give the guys a ring at the shop, and they'll have it ordered.
Not the
Mini-
pro shop.
Ring Mitch. And
Not
tell
the
him,
pro
I
shop.
want a super supreme pepperoni and some
Mitch's
ranch.
mobile number is 04.
He would bloody love that. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty good deal. So we might end up a couple of pizzas and a couple of kilos of wings next week from wherever we are, I'd say. Be bloody good. So jump on that. Steamer and Bunny Hunter of the week. We might move on to that. Proudly brought to you by our mates at Set Interiors. I've been speaking with Abby and Connor, and they want to give away some shirts. you might have seen me, you might have seen King, you might have seen all the boys wearing their set interior shirts. So we're thinking we're either going to do a giveaway on the podcast here, or we might even save some up for the PLP Cup. So stay tuned for those. If you like the look of those set shirts, we value the team at Set Interiors, and they're going to do a bit of a giveaway for us. So looking sharp. Now, Steamer and Bounty Hunter boys, I'm going to go over to this side of the desk. Do you have a Steamer or a Bounty Hunter for us, mate?
No bunnies, although because I had to pick them up every time we played at in the golf day the other day. So
The Ambrose. Yes,
Yeah,
like,
Ambrose,
fuck it,
yeah,
it's all
yeah.
good. Shot Mitch.
no bunnies from me. I was just sitting fairways off Biddy and then putting them in the bundy after that. So,
You lifted towards the end, mate.
I think go and pick them up
Yeah.
again.
yeah, I got a couple fairways.
Yeah,
Got 6.
with heaps of
I was
holes to
tight.
spare.
It was getting tight. It's getting close.
Yeah, it got tight at the end, didn't it? And then did you pull like 7 wood or something and just piped on a few, or you just went straight to Big Dog?
No, it was Big Dog.
Big Dog
Big Dog
mentality.
down 6 to
Mm.
knock it over.
That's right. It
Was
was
too. It was
And
good
then
one.
airmailed 6-8.
Almost hitting someone driving past.
Yeah, it was no good.
Oh well. Mitchy, Kingy, you got a Steamer or a Bounty Hunter for us, lads?
I don't really have much, no.
I got a Bounty Hunter from Carlinger this afternoon. We got to, I think I birdied 13, didn't I?
Yep.
To go one up, and we come up to 15A. Wind was belting down. We had 140, I think, to the flag. The little-
143.
Yeah, a little par 3 on the way down. You threw one on the green, which
Yep.
was good. I sawed off at 9 and just missed the left. Fremo gets up and proceeds to chunky boy one 3/4 of the way there. We're waiting on Carl, and he floats one up high, hits the wind, and actually spun out of the sky, didn't it? And landed behind the tree on the right-hand side, little par 3 downhill.
Yeah, I think he caught a gust. Like it's when you get past that tree line, you almost get that cross breeze as well.
Even with wind behind us, it was funny. So they drive down there. We think we got this covered. Reese had a shot on that hole, even better. Just a 2-putt, the big love. Would be great if you could manufacture something there. I had a chip off the side of the green, wasn't too far off, and the boys were both in the bunt. So Fremo hits a nice little chip. Wasn't too bad, was it? Just a little bit past the hole.
It was probably, yeah.
And then Big Carlinger flops this one over the tree. He would have been, 40 metres? 35, 40 metres short?
At least.
Flops
yeah.
this thing over the tree, lands 6 foot short, rolls up to 1 foot. Easy tap in par.
It was incredible.
I went up and down for par, thankfully, and you used all putts that you needed to use to get 2 points as well. So,
Yeah.
But we got the dot for the NTP.
Yeah, it was close. It was close. Thanks for bringing that up for everyone. That was good. Yeah, it's good. I'll keep pumping you up. You keep putting me down. It's good. I didn't really have one. Fremo hit a wild one. He was striking his irons really good all day today. He sort of come down to 18 there, and he was up first. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, these guys are going to get pin birdie win, and they're going to fucking steal this from us. We've been playing so well all day. We really deserve this. Fremo comes up, and it was probably his worst swing of the day. Like, to be fair, he almost cleared the trees on the left of 18. Like,
It was nearly in the
kind
17th
of
fairway.
over rotated, and if it didn't hit the top of this tree, she would have been in the middle of the fairway on 17. So, other than that, he crisps irons all day. So, that was probably the bunty, and then he's smushed one out, chipped on, and I think he made the putt, didn't he?
Yeah, he ended up with a bogey. I think walked off with the bogey, which is pretty good from where he was.
Yeah, from
It
where he
under the
was, the
trees.
bogey there's fucking incredible. So it was really good by him. But yeah, the tee shot, not great. And then Carl again proceeded, he smushed one right and then hits another flop to 2 foot and had the putt to sort of tie everything up.
To
I
halve
mean,
it.
yeah, so it was a wild old match, but very fun, very fun. Do we have an update on the main medal, Mitchy?
We do.
You were having a bit of a squiz at it before, especially after today's round. There's some stayers that sort of moved the way up the board a little bit, mate.
Yeah, so we've got. So speaking of Club Carl, so he's in the lead by 1 point. It's pretty tight in the top 3 positions there. So Club Carl's in the lead there with 73 points. Nikki is in second place with 72 points.
Nicki Minaj.
Sure. And Kingy 71 points in third position there. So, of the people who have had 2 rounds in, those 3 are in the lead substantially. So we've got Nick Moore, who's in 4th place, Fry Lee, he's in 5th place, Sim Wu in 6th place, and then myself and the big Chocky Wilk have only had 1 round each. So we're in 7th and 8th. So we need to
Actually
get
wants to
another
know
round.
how fast they did it in.
Plus or minus 4 hours 30.
Probably unders.
Nice and quick. Love that. Righto, we've done that. Let's do a shit question from Carl. I don't think it's that shit, actually. He raised a point. He was up there on last Friday. He said he just wants to know the etiquette on what you guys think is acceptable as a dress code up at the Ridge. He said he noticed that he went up there. He didn't have a round beforehand. He just went up to have a feed, have a beer, and watch the footy and go home. He saw there were some very casually dressed patrons, like your thongs and boardies type spec, maybe just a hoodie on. And he's like, "Oh, it's a nice establishment up at TGC. Like, is it a jeans and shirt? Like, whenever Carl goes out, he's from Mundubbera, so he's from the country. So he throws on the jeans and the shoes. He likes to look a bit smart, but maybe not to that extent. But I would have thought somewhere in the middle, maybe like thongs and boardies. I think maybe
Yeah, I'd
Just
mess
cover the
me.
dags up, surely.
I don't get around thongs
No,
in
I
the
don't-
clubhouse.
Do you reckon? I had this discussion with him. I said, do you think after you've played around, let's say it's summer, do you think it's okay after you've played around to take your playing shoes off, throw thongs on, and then come up, or do you think you should always be in your shoes? It's tricky, eh? I'm on about
Cover
this.
them up.
I've done it once and I've felt very self-conscious about wearing thongs.
You got weird feet,
I've
though.
never big old bunion, and I've never done it again since. Even on stupid hot days when my feet are barking, when the dogs are fucking roaring at me, I'll just leave my boots on until I'm done. Yeah, that's a personal thing for me. I
Yeah,
suppose.
no, it's fair. I'm kind of at the same volition. I'm like, look, I can get around wanting to get your shoes off after a round. And maybe if you're out on the deck, maybe I thought maybe you could probably get away with thongs more so. But if you
So if you're heading up there for a Sunday lunch, I reckon that's a bit more casual. But if you're going there for night time and you're going to sit down and have a feed,
Friday half happy hour and you're having a feed, happy hour is your 4 till 6, so it's not quite like it's evening. So I would have thought, you wear maybe it's not a polo, but like a shirt, jeans, shoes type of spec, maybe. I don't know. It threw me for 6 when he asked me. I was like, no, don't be stupid. Then I was like, oh, no, actually. What are your thoughts, Mitchy? You're always a snappy dresser.
Similar with Kingy. I remember getting absolutely saturated out in the course, one Sporters. This was early days when I first started working there. And saturated. And went to the car, took my shoes off, and then put on some slides with socks, like still had my socks on. And I remember just the looks that I got from all of the members in the clubhouse, and I was like, I'm never ever doing it again. Like, there's been some times where I've had members who have come into the pro shop and they're like, oh, the dress standards around here are getting a bit laxy daisy. Just with like people out on the putting green, for instance, like just in Burks or something like that. So as a facility, I would say just like we are a premier golf club, I think. If you were going to, let's say you're going out to Warwick, for instance, like I think you'd be able to get away with thongs in the clubhouse. But I think Toowoomba, for instance, where they are or where we are, I think you need enclosed shoes in the clubhouse. I think you need boardies. Leave your boardies at home. We're a long way from the beach.
Good shot. What do you reckon, Ash?
Yeah, I'm on that train. Like cover it up. You wouldn't even get in city with thongs on. You'd have to at least wear shoes or worth.
Wow, that's right. Yeah.
license. Yeah.
Unless you go to the pokies, then you can do whatever you want. Come on in, blow $900.
So ask Paddy. He's always wearing thongs.
Well, in saying that, yeah, Paddy would be in the clubhouse at City with thongs on.
Shout out, Paddy.
Maybe it's a time thing.
I think especially like in Carl's example that he spoke about, it was the Friday happy hour, having a feed, watching the footy. I think I think your shoes on. I almost think you almost have to wear jeans. Like I think it's like a.
What's cool enough in Toowoomba now to be
I
able
think
to
so, yeah.
rock some chinos or some jeans or like just long pants.
If you're finishing around in shorts and you're going to hang around, like,
more so if
Yeah.
you've just come up.
Or if you're just
specific-
rocking up, yeah.
His question. He noticed some people that hadn't played around that day who's just sort of came in and he was like, "Fuck, that's casual. Like that's really laid back for." Yeah, what he was expecting from those
that's saying a lot from
particular gentlemen.
the lad from Mundubra.
Exactly right. Yeah,
Class
he
it
was,
up.
Yeah, he was wearing his RM gear. He was like full kitted out and fucking Ariad's fucking brothel creepers. He had the whole, he had the whole 9 yards, and he was looking swish. He had a hot date afterwards. To be fair, so
Did he?
I just made that up. I assume so.
Probably.
I assume so.
No,
one can.
Carl. Yeah.
Yeah, no one, Carl. So that's Carl shit question. Let us know what you think. Maybe flick us an email or a DM. Do you dress up when you go to the club on Friday Happy Hour? We'd like to hear from you. Boys, algo check. We just want to round this one off. We've had a pretty solid potty. Let's do some algo checks. I want to hear about Ushies. I reckon Ushies would be a void.
Let
It'd
me
be
go
like-
first while he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
That shit you've been sending me, what is it, Globe Monsters or something?
Not sure.
Oh my God, with that creepy freaking alien looking things?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, right.
Yeah, like the horror little things. I don't know, you've been sending me some weird shit, man. And it's,
Just trying to infiltrate your algo, to be fair.
you've done it because every time I go on the reels now, I get these little horror, freaky little animal things. You send me some crazy fucking thing. I sent it on to Evie too, and she said, "Don't ever send me that ever again." I'm like, yep, fair enough, that's good.
I've got Vegas wine. For some reason, it's a guy. He must wear like the meta glasses, and he's like this wine guy who's in this like really flash restaurant, and he goes into the wine cellar, and he's like, "Oh, this is this bottle," and he's there, and he uncorks it and pours a bit out, and he smells it, and then he like it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
What's his name?
The Vegas wine.
Vegas wine.
Vegas wine. Yeah. Is
It just
the,
goes into random cellars.
Well, he
he's
works
a wine
at,
man.
He works at the restaurant, and he
Yeah,
like
right.
this
So they do a
one bottle.
blindfolded or something?
No, like he's just there and he's just going about it. And this person wants this bottle. And last night, for instance, there was a bottle that was corked. So what happened was that the wine was off, and it was like an $800 bottle of wine. And he's like, "Oh, well, the restaurant just wears that cost, not the customer." But he's like, the most expensive bottle that happened to was a $30,000 bottle of wine. If you,
It's just off.
yeah, it just goes off. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found the one in between like the "you're my best friend, I value your friendship so much, you're such a nice bloke," and then no, we're gonna harp on the scary monster one. But having on reflection, it's pretty fucked up. Like there's a cow that jumps out of the lizard man's mouth.
Yeah, that fucking
there's some
weird shit. Yeah.
There's some weird stuff going on there. But my personal favourite from this week was my husband didn't like the glizzard I made him. And I was like,
That
"What's-
was whoa.
what's a glizzard?" And she's gone and got a hot dog and she's carved it in the shape of a lizard. And she's put a bit of green food colouring on it. Put it on a bun. Put it on a little bun. So we might put that one up on the socials. But it was probably my reel of the week, I reckon. It's kind of fucked
good.
up when you see it. Like it looks like a little iguana. And
Little gecko.
the hubby's just like, "No thanks, you can piss that right off." The glizzard. Also, those two little dudes having a punch on just reminded me of my two young fellas.
That's the one that you sent me.
Just this little one just getting a little bit too smart, and then the big fella he's like, "No, you know what? I've actually had enough of this." And
Yeah,
just
answer.
left hand chin music. See you later, champion. So, if you've got some reels you think we might like to see, send them into us. If you want to ruin our algorithms, like cows coming out of alligators' mouths, please send them through. We'd really like to see those. It makes our day just having a look through that sort of stuff. So that'll round us out, I think.
Just before we do, I just want to throw a little shout out to Barry Volp. I played him in the Governor's Cup quarterfinal match play on Saturday, I think. I gave up 6 shots to him, and he took well advantage of all of those. Beat me 4-3, I think, in the end. He comes up against Steve Oster on Sunday. Ran into him in the clubhouse today. He said they're playing off on Sunday. So big shout out to to Barry for giving me a touch up, and best of luck going through. He
That'd be a good
played
game.
really well. He putted really well. His short game is magic after 48 years out of Kabbalah. You've got to have a pretty good short game, and he showed it. So it'll be a good match off, I think, between those two. I'm not sure whether there'll be too many shots given between.
Wouldn't be many.
Pretty similar
One
to
or
it.
two,
Yeah.
Yeah, same. That'd be a good little match. Do you happen to know who else is still in it? Do we know who's
Mick Merritt and Ian Johnston.
McMarrett?
So the other part of Advanced
McMouse.
Advanced Electrical.
Yeah, Volpe's boss or business partner.
Yeah.
Boss. And who? Ian Johnston.
Yeah, Jono from the Sporters.
Oh, Jono.
Yeah.
Johnman.
Yeah.
But best luck to Jono and Volpe's boss. Interesting. That's a good little matchup
There
there.
wouldn't be too many shots in Mick and
Tight.
Ian's as
They'd
well.
be kind of teens, won't they? Mid to late teens, into early 20s.
Any speed golf on this week, mate?
Out tomorrow for a quick 9, and then I'll try
You see what he did there, folks? Quick 9.
big 9, and then try and get 18 again on the weekend. So Benny's given me a challenge to try and put as many cards as I can by the end of the month. Might be a smoky for something. We'll see what happens.
Interesting. What about you fellas? We got some golf on the way?
You and I penciled in with, I think Fremo's going to jump into Carl's spot on Saturday
Saturday, yeah.
with Murph. I think Murph is still in there. So that's gonna,
He's one of the ones that bought another right-hand glove. He's jumped on Aaron Rye train.
so looking forward to that, getting together there. I'm heading down to play some softball first round in Brisbane for the season, unless it rains out again, which it has for the last 4 weeks. So, that's kind of my weekend summed up.
What about you, Benny? Antibiotics
No.
and enemas?
No. Maybe one of those. No, but just, back into the working week. So it's my Monday tomorrow, so back into it.
Sweet.
Looking forward to it. But I do want to give a shout out to Rory. So he moved up in his swimming class today. So it was really cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so he was getting over the fear of wanting to do a jump in. So he would just, they'd get him up on the side of the pool, and then all of a sudden he'd just like almost hit his bum on the side of the pool and just drop straight down. And then last week, Jacinta wasn't there, she was working. He just like leapt, and it would have been like
Like a frog.
like just 1.5 meters, 2 meters out past the teacher. And then again this week, and then he got the sticker to go and ring the bell, and he moved up into his class.
Moving
the
on up.
next class.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Shout
very
out.
cool. Yeah,
Love
shout out to
Love that.
Bulls Raw.
Next Thorpe.
Bulls Raw's a good one. I like that. I like that. That's sneaky good. I've totally spaced on this. I want to give a big shout out to Lenny, my young fella, student of the week this week. Lenny, for you'd never believe it, for getting along with others. Lenny, the brawler, gets getting it. Sorry, I'm off to parade on Friday. Going to go see him get a certificate for the first time. So I'm pretty pumped with that. The big fella, he's pretty chuffed.
It's cool.
Any shout outs from you two fellas? Anything? Just shout out to Speed Golf.
Yeah, no
Okay.
shout outs this week, mate.
Meow. Any more
I
shout
already
outs?
shouted out.
Do you wanna-
I'm good for shout outs.
Do you want another one? Shout out to Void Cake on Reddit. If you're interested in some weird shit, go to Void Cake. Don't go to Void Cake. Well, that about wraps us up. If you want to get in touch with us, we love hearing from you guys. Just flick us an email, info@preferredlivesgolf.com. We've had a lot of questions around the PLP Cup. We are still working on a bus, so stay with us. As soon as we've got updates around that, we will be giving them to you. If you'd like to sponsor, jump on board, you want to tell us a yarn or send us a reel, please do so. And if you can't get out of it, get into it, and don't put sugar in your coffee.
Using man-sized clubs. But hit the ball 2 miles. Like it's going out of style. My hat's off to y'all. Thanks a lot.